like to take a moment to invite up TV personality and beauty expert, the fabulous Bahar Nirambala. And folks, I have one more personality that I'm inviting up on stage. She is the CEO of MedSpa, Infused MedSpa. Her name is Kavita Suri. And look, she's already got her crown on. The goddess has already got her crown on. And I have a crown for you, gorgeous. All right, and I'm going to put one on. And the reason we wear these is because there is no person higher and there is no person lower. We are equal. So there's a lot of questions I have for these ladies, and I really want to have the opportunity to get through all of them. So I'm going to just go straight into it. I'm going to ask this to you first, Bahar. How did you get into beauty? Was it by accident or was it by your design?
So, okay, it's an interesting question, simply because I do believe everything is supposed to happen, possibly predestined, and we do make choices that eventually lead us there. So, not by my own personal design, but I grew up, I'm pretty sure like every other girl out there, watching their mom, no matter how much makeup or nail polish or hair stuff she did do. We all sat there growing up watching a woman in our life. So I did that, of course, and my mother's a Leo because I'm huge into astrology. So everything was big hair, big lipstick, everything, high heels, all sorts of stuff. At the end of the day, I ended up going into marketing and advertising for 10 years, very not the beauty industry. And somehow life circumstances just pushed me and to the point where I had to say yes. I had to relinquish a little bit of that kind of struggle against going into the beauty industry, and I ended up doing it, and so far so good, right?
So far so good. This woman's sitting on top of the game, guys.
Oh.
Kavita, same question to you, sweetheart. How did you get into
the beauty industry?
Exactly.
Was it by chance or by design?
Thank you so much.
You can take a break, I'll take over.
Do it. Do it, do it.
Okay, how I got into the beauty industry was by accident. When I was in high school, there was co-op position, and I went to my career counselor and I said, you know, I want to become a police officer. And he looked at me, he goes, well, do you want to have a family in the future? And I said, yes, I do want to have a family. He's like, okay, well, why don't you just sit on that and think about something else that you may want to do? And I said, okay. So I said, let me get into something like cosmetology. So I got placed into glamour shots. Who knows about glamour shots, right? So that's how the beauty industry, the door opened for me. Yeah.
What is your beauty? And define your brand in that space. Kavita, let's go there first.
So my beauty is enhancing who you are and being beautiful at just that. So don't, look at a picture of Beyonce and be like, I want to be just her and be just that. I like to create the beautiful you. You are your own beauty in your own way. And that's my brand. You'll see it when you walk into the spa or when you experience any kind of makeup application with me or my team. So that's what I like to encompass and promote with what I do.
Bahar?
I have a feeling we're just intermingling all the
Yes.
time with our answers. Very much the same. At the end of the day, my brand is very much about being yourself. Mm-hmm. It's all right to color your hair, cut your hair, watch celebrities, do this with your skincare and your makeup. But at the end of the day, the idea of being actually who you are is what I'm trying to put out there. I might recommend 1,000 different products. If something doesn't actually work for you, then to the wayside it goes. That's how it goes. So at the end of the day, we're all just trying to be our best selves. Yes. And in the beauty world, absolutely. Like, go ahead, put on tons of fake lashes. It's all wonderful, because at the end of the day, if you're not comfortable with you, you're not going to be happy when you're ripping off all of that stuff. Absolutely. Right? So just, you know what? Yeah, go ahead, smother yourself in everything you possibly can, but you still have to remain yourself.
So would both of you ladies say that you have a wealth of knowledge when it comes to the beauty industry and you impart on that knowledge, but you're not there to judge a person's decision of what they decide they want to do with that knowledge. Am I correct when I say that?
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day,
It's
we're
your
making our own
choice.
decisions. Yeah, we're making our own,
Yeah.
and about hope no one's judging me. Or if you're going to judge me, cool. Go ahead and judge me. That
Right.
happens all the day,
All the time.
every
We're in the
day.
industry, it happens. It's
Absolutely.
okay.
In this industry, in how many other industries, the journalists stay alive
Yeah.
because they're constantly judged. It is what it is.
The beauty industry is one of the few industries where women really do rule, right? So it's a very safe place to be as a woman that is an entrepreneur and is an expert also. Have you challenged or been challenged with the whole ideology of gender within your space in the beauty diaspora?
I absolutely. You can't escape that. Whether or you have a male boss or a female boss or coworkers or people who work under you, regardless of their gender, I think, we are living in a world, not just a society, that defines everything. Everything needs definition, and you must fit into box 1, box 2, or box 3.
Well, I mean, and it's not only gender, it's also your social upbringing. And being South Asian, when at the time in 1999, I said to my parents, I want to get in cosmetology, I want to be a makeup artist. They're just kind of like, what's that? And
Did you mean lawyer? Or did you
they're
mean doctor?
Like, oh my God, she's not going to have benefits or stability or whatever it is that you get when you're a dentist or a lawyer or, professional, whatever it is. But since 1999, up until now, like the industry has evolved into just exactly what I thought it'd be. Yeah.
Definitely. But I do think at the end of the day, if you're having someone tell you you are not feminine enough, you are not this enough, tall enough, whatever it is, I think a great deal of what's been going on lately is that pushback. Yeah. That we're seeing a lot of people saying, but I'm okay with me.
Yeah, like
you can
enough.
sit there and judge me and it's totally fine because I'm okay with me. And then in turn also being a little bit more overt and putting it out there and saying, well, this is who I am. If you're going to judge me, go ahead. It's all good.
Judgment from a man versus a woman. Which one's more difficult for you to take? Which
A
one?
lady?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boys are silly
Because
sometimes
we
at
can
the
say to
end of
man,
the day.
mind your own eye, but when it comes to a woman, you're like, what did you just say to me? Like,
Yeah, I think
no.
sometimes, especially in this industry, when I'm getting dressed for a show, I will ask my husband, so what do you think about this?
He's like,
and
yeah, it looks good.
whether he says
Yeah.
yes or no, I'm like, it doesn't matter what you think. I have to wait till I get in front of the girls who are putting on the same show, who are doing their hair, doing the concealer underneath HD lights and everything. At the end of the day, I think how a woman perceives you, especially when you are trying really hard, that sometimes
hard.
might hurt more. Yeah, that might hurt more if they don't appreciate it or if they're judging you or saying something about what you've actually done.
Yeah.
Because I want another female to understand this is the effort I put in and I did it for you. I did it so that you might think, wow, you're really pulled together and you did such a great job.
Right.
Yeah, at the end, who cares what the boys say?
Yeah, who cares?
It's really interesting that you guys are sharing this because,
Who cares?
there's this whole kind of cliche about, men always feeling that we get dressed up for them or we wear lingerie for them when it has nothing to do with it. Am I right, girls? It's about how it makes us feel.
Yeah, exactly.
What is the difference between an expert, a specialist, and an influencer, since all three words are used in heavy rotation when beauty personnel are referenced? And second part to that question, which one are you? Let's ask you first, Bahar.
Shoot, I was hoping you'd ask Kavita.
It's on you, sister.
Okay, so this is my definition of expert versus specialist. There is very little difference. And then influencer, I would think, is a little bit more kind of like a celebrity type of a
Right,
thing.
like a YouTuber,
And you are,
Instagrammer.
and that person in turn is the current day status of maybe what a Hollywood celebrity might have been, let's say back in the 50s, where they were being watched for what it was they're wearing. If Marilyn Monroe is wearing Chanel No. 5 or whatnot, that I think
was
is
the influence.
absolutely, and
Yeah.
so that I think is is maybe the difference or what's happening now thanks to social media. I have no idea what I am. I'll call myself the beauty expert.
I think, yeah.
Let's just stay in that safe realm.
Expert.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that you stay true to that.
I try.
How about you, Kavita?
I believe I am the specialist. Yeah, because one does come to me for a concern, and one does come to someone with a concern when they specialize in something. And then, I'm able to provide my expertise of my knowledge in the industry and then influence them to make the decision that they need to.
Okay, this is a fun question, guys. What famous person do you think you are the doppelganger for, and why?
Oh, God.
Kavita, why don't you answer first?
Both of you.
Okay, no, I'll go because
Yeah.
I found this one to be very weird. On because it's only because from a number of different people who do not know each other over a period of 3 or 4 years, I have been told, and this is so specific, it's eerie.
I know.
From the neck up and the nose down. Say it, Sandra Bullock. What?
Yeah, I see that.
Totally.
And I cannot
Can you see
this.
it?
Do you guys see that? I see that.
Right?
Seriously, guys, from the nose down and the neck up. How specific? That's it. That's, I've been told
I can
specifically.
See it in totality.
Then what about the nose up?
That's what I'd like to know.
And how about you, Kavita?
I get Huda Beauty all the time.
Of
see that.
course. So to be, right?
And
So to be.
That's a big compliment.
Absolutely. And for those of you guys who don't know who Huda Beauty is, she's the #1 beauty blogger and influencer in the world. If you weren't in the beauty space, what would you be doing right now?
Everything
wow.
to me. You go first. I have to think about this.
I think if I wasn't a business owner of a medical spa, and I know it's sort of in the beauty industry, but it's not, but I'd be a dermatologist, for sure. Yeah. But I didn't have enough patience to be in school, so I just took the interesting way into it.
How about you, Bahar?
Okay, I'd either be baking pies, or I really wouldn't because I'd eat them all. To be honest with you, I have a soft spot in my heart for any sort of organization or any sort of charity work that I can get involved with, things like the World Wildlife Fund or Amnesty International, these things that I think we don't tend to strive towards them overall as a society because they don't pay as much and we're all trying to chase the buck. But if really money was not an issue at all and Toronto was a less expensive place to live,
my goodness.
I would be throwing myself into charity work and non-for-profit because I think at the end of the day, I would feel a lot better about what it is I'm putting out there.
I love that answer. What a great answer, right, guys?
Yeah.
All right, so let's ask some questions about their beauty expertise. Let's do a bit of testing here. All right, so we're going to go to you first, Kavita. Okay. What is your one top secret beauty tip?
My regime in the morning is every morning I have 4 big glasses of water with fresh squeezed lemon, and honestly, that is skincare secret #1. Like, it's your liver detoxifier, it's your electrolytes, it's your it's hydration. Like when we sleep, we lose a lot of water when we sleep because we breathe and then hydration, and you need to rehydrate. So lemon water is my #1.
Perfect, I love that. And I do that all the time because of you.
Right. Good.
Yeah, because really I'm 80, you know.
No, you honestly, you have amazing skin.
Yeah, I know. And hearing that from a beauty expert when I come into your spa with no makeup on.
I'm like, wow, her skin is like, you have no pores, and it's like.
Yeah. Bahar, same question, my darling.
To be honest with you, relax.
Ah,
Yeah, this isn't about 17-step Korean skincare at night where it's
what's
taking
up
you
with
4
that? Did you
hours.
see that article come out? I was
I've
like,
seen so many.
stop.
This,
No,
yeah, the idea of and it's funny being in this industry, and maybe we shouldn't be saying this. I don't know, but
I just think it's gimmicky.
we're about consuming more. Imagine having a 13, 14, 15 step skincare routine. That's insane. Who has the time
Who has
for
time
that?
for that?
So to schedule, an hour to take care of my
steps, my
skin in the
God.
morning or in the evening, you know
You
what?
don't need it. You
Just
don't need it.
Relax.
Yeah,
keep
sleep,
it
relax.
simple and be kind to you. Maybe the number one is SPF. You can attest to this.
Yeah.
Just protect your skin and be nice to your skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love those answers. If you had to pick one beauty elixir that you couldn't live without, what would it be, and why would you not be able to live without it? And this could actually be a product, it could be a state of mind, it could be a skill set, it could be anything.
Okay, I'll go first, and because I did a state of mind for the previous answer, I'll give you something that I actually do love and I have been using, and it's not brand specific, and it is not at all expensive. And you can probably attest to this.
Which one is it?
It's rosehip seed oil.
Yeah, it's
There
the
is
best.
vitamin A, C, D, and E in it. It is great for anti-aging, whatever term you want to put on it. But yes, in terms of your
hydration,
body being
yeah.
able to help regenerate, that is magical.
Right.
Also, it costs maybe $10 for a vial that you can order from Amazon. You don't need to mix it with anything. You can use it on your scalp. So it might be a little bit more expensive for a scalp treatment, but in terms of actually hydrating, especially with our crazy weather in Toronto and Canada, being able to hydrate your scalp without leaving it too greasy, because I know a lot of people here try coconut oil, and then they have to do shampoo how many times to actually get it out, which means you're stripping everything that you might have done to your scalp. So rosehip seed oil is absolutely lovely. And if you're comfortable with the green smell, it is very... There's no perfume.
Okay, it's very natural.
Kavita, what you got, girl?
Omega 3s with DHA, which is something with anti-inflammatory. It's really good for anti-aging, your collagen. So in general, I can't live without my vitamin intake. And at night, you have to take your vitamin D. We don't get enough sun out here. It's important for our skin and our mood enhancer. So that is my elixirs, is the intake of high quality and vitamins.
Okay, so give one food item that you swear by is a beauty miracle food that people don't generally know about, whether you're ingesting it or applying it. To both of you
I'm
ladies.
gonna say it first.
Yeah.
Avocado. Which one's yours?
I was actually going to say a red grape.
Oh,
The
okay.
idea
Antioxidants?
Well, you take a grape and you bite it and you're enjoying it, but then the other half. I did this once on a trip. I was in the south in Curacao,
Okay.
and I actually Insta-storied it too, just for the sake of fun. I was sitting there, all my makeup was off, and I was rubbing a grape on my face.
Oh.
So the sensorial experience was actually really nice. It was very cooling because it had come from the fridge.
Okay.
But there's a whole bunch of antioxidants, especially out of
yeah.
a red grape that's coming out, right? So I was
Absolutely.
getting a small bit of a peel, a very light peel,
Well,
non-aggressive,
fruit
fruit
peel.
acid,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
and it
that's
was,
what I thought.
and then I ate it. I know, a little bit gross, but
But hey,
it's
it
good.
works.
Totally works.
I love that. So why the avocado?
So the avocado is the best type of good fat you can indigest. And then it's amazing because we need good fats. Like there's a whole story on that too.
I got some good fats for you.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. Hello. Then the avocado is really good to nourish like your hair. You can make avocado hair masks because of how like moisturizing it is. And also for your face, avocado oil is fantastic again for winter months.
Tell us one beauty myth that you guys hear about and see circulated all over the place, and you know that it's completely wrong. Can you just both of you share one of those?
I have one that I think has been long running. What's that? Well, no, you can say that. I was gonna say the idea that you can't wear that color when it comes to color cosmetics, and that's in general, depending on your skin tone or how a lipstick color is being marketed or how a hair color is being marketed. There are no hard and fast rules when it comes to makeup, right? You can wear whatever the heck you want to wear, as long as you are comfortable in it and you are confident in it. It doesn't make a lick of difference if it's cool or warm, or you're wearing it, on this part of your eye or on that part of your eye. Realistically,
Just wear it, own it.
you have to be comfortable in what it is you put on, And so the idea of the myth of, that this red lip color is only good on this color skin tone, I don't buy that.
No, there's so many reds that you
At
can
all.
wear
Thank
for
you.
different skin tones.
Absolutely.
I love that. Great answer.
Thank you.
Love it. I'm learning so much. Are you guys learning a lot? So, Kavita, how about you, dear?
So I find the whole trend of contouring a little scary. It's just too much nowadays. So I think what it is a lot of we have YouTube videos and Instagram videos let's pile on 3 piles of 7 highlighters in that one area. There's no need for all of those steps. I'm going to keep it real. There is no need. So I'm kind of over that. Yeah.
That's wonderful. So let's talk a little bit about women of all types that have been revered and immortalized over the ages. We have Cleopatra to Venus de Milo to Sophia Loren to Marilyn Monroe, Aishwarya Rai, and now we're sitting at Gigi Hadid. What I want to ask you guys is, what is it about these women that defines a commonality in their very differences, because they're very different women, that could perhaps explain their mass appeal globally? What is it that they have? And we want to get some of that too, right, guys?
Oh, you have it.
Do I? What is it? Tell me what it is. Is it the fact that I don't know and that's what it is?
A little aloofness, a little naivete, that never hurts, but this isn't probably the answer anyone wants to hear, but what is the one thing that makes them so iconic, or why were they so revered as beauties? Probably really good PR, and I'm not kidding. At the end of the day, Cleopatra, as far as if anyone has ever studied, was actually quite ruthless and cutthroat, and not necessary, right? When you're looking at it from an overall perspective of someone's life, we are given a slice of either a celebrity or a past beauty. We are only told a very small aspect of it. And that particular aspect about their lives is just what they looked like. It has nothing to do with who they are as human beings or how they conducted their lives. And I think for us to be able to get any sort of that feeling, or how do we access that type of a level of beauty, again, really, I strive for this when it comes to anyone asking me any question when it comes to their looks. You have to be comfortable with yourself, owning what it is that you have and what it is that you possess. There is nothing more attractive.
Kavita, I'm going to ask you this next question because they're asking me to wrap up. What I want to ask you is, the beauty space has grown exponentially since the advent of YouTube and Instagram. Why do you think beauty specifically and its many derivatives have blown up to become so huge on these platforms? Is it the simple fact that we live in a beauty-obsessed world? Or perhaps because we distrust the economic incentives that drive beauty companies' mandates, so we turn to people who are like us, telling us what they think is good and maybe not good? Or is it something that goes even deeper than that?
The reason why likes like Farduka and Huda Beauty, the reason why they have become such enormous success in the industry is because they kept it real.
We're just going to ask these ladies to wrap up now with one caveat of wisdom, a motto, something that they believe in, maybe a mentor they follow, something that has helped them consistently through their careers in the times where there was more darkness than light, to help them actually elevate themselves out of the darkness and come back to the light where they always deserve to reside in. I want both of you to answer that question.
That's a deep question. The first part of your question, I was like, lemon water, but then you went into that stuff. So I was like, okay, now I need to rethink my question and my answer. God, number one. God first, simple. That's it, yeah.
Bahar, can you beat that?
Yeah, thanks. Way to both of you to set me up. God, now you. To be honest with you, considering the work we do and the industry we're in is important, and people appreciate what we do.
Yes.
But when there are, let's say, crappy situations, or you're going through your daily ins and outs, or you're feeling really low, the one thing to remember is that it will never be as bad as actual real life situations that I'm sure all of us have experienced in regards to things that are out of our control.
Right.
In regards to people passing away in your family, like actual
Yeah.
things that matter, or real
Humble you,
life,
yeah.
real life and family and friend situations. Whatever it is we're going through, it doesn't matter. Everything will, like, this too shall pass. There we go. How's that for stepping it up to God? This too shall pass. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think, keeping a tight lid on those explosions, knowing that it's going to be okay.
So it's perspective.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Bahar Nirumala and Kavita Suri. What incredible caveats of wisdom. Have you guys learned something today? Right? It's been a great, great day. You guys have been inspiring.